Bloomberg International, CNBC, and various print publications. And I have Sean here to speak a little bit to you guys. Welcome, Sean.
Thank you. How's everybody doing today? Oh, great, just great. So, first of all, as Heather said, my name is Shallis. I am not an alcoholic today. I am a retired realtor after 25 years. I actually was just like you. I'm an investor. I've been a realtor. And by the way, like when I want to go back to what they just said about the team leader. Anybody hear what they said about the market? Which way is it going? Down. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? My brother's a stockbroker on Wall Street, right? He's about 8 or 9 years older than me. He's kind of like a typical Jersey guy like me, right? He has a little bit of an edge to him. And at some point he said to me, he goes, I don't care which way the market goes. I go, but you get paid if people buy stuff when they're happy. He goes, yeah. He said, but I don't get paid if the market just stays flat. Because I'm a mortgage broker. He was a stock broker. You're real estate brokers. What do brokers do? They don't care if the market goes straight up or straight down as long as it moves. When do people make decisions? Anybody know?
When they have to.
How about this? Anybody ever heard of Michael Vance? So Michael Vance, you may not know who he is now, but after this meeting you'll know who he is. He was actually the guy who put the sound under the rock in It's a Small World. He was Walt Disney's creative director. He was Steve Jobs' mentor. When Michael said, hey, tell us about excitement and all that stuff, that's easy. He goes, try getting on the Matterhorn for the maiden voyage. Walt Disney, his brother, Michael Vance. Guess who's behind Michael Vance? Mother Teresa. He goes, when you're going up on the roller coaster, Mother Teresa goes, wow, this is really beautiful. Oh my God. And then all of a sudden we got to the crest of it, we started going down, Mother Teresa screaming and hollering, holding me tight and going, oh my God! 2009. I was looking at my daughter's crib. One kid, one on the way. I was making $80,000. Next morning I woke up, I was making $8. Market went down 47% in 6 months. 47% in 6 months. What did they just say up here? Who was listening?
33%.
33%. That's almost a benefit to where I was. By the way, when it went down 47%, what do you think happened to prices? They went down 46%. But here's the funny thing. I had great coaches and mentors. Anybody heard of Tony DeCello? Anybody heard Diana Kokoska? All the senior management in your company. Diana Kokoska, if you don't know her, you should go find out her. You should go research her. She is one of the founding people that teaches the education for Max Coaching. By the way, we had a conversation this morning. Right? Yep. If you're not familiar with Jim and you're not familiar with Linda, you should thank them. Because Linda, what did we talk about when Jim said, hey, you might want to consider bold? Because all I can think of is, I've been to 7 bowls. 7. 2008, 2009, market goes straight to 0. I had the best year of my career. I did 165 units with me and 3 other guys. She was telling me that I'm an investor, I'm an blah, 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 blah. Here's a simple answer. I'm a mortgage guy through and through. I am your business partner. I am going to be your secret weapon. I will give you an unfair advantage. Why? Because I've been through that market. I've been in the business since 1996. I've been through every market you can imagine, whether it's going straight up or straight down. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I get excited either way. Here's the fun part. When I was doing it through the eyes of Diana Kokoska. I sat with her while she wrote the bold book in a mastermind group. She was with Tony DeCello and they were married to 2 different people. That's how long ago it was. BC. You know what BC is? Anybody? Before color TV. And before I had hair. So, real quick, how did I get myself out of 2008, 2009? First thing I did, you guys, who saw it? Who saw the email? What is the topic? Fanatical 4. Ladies and gentlemen, what are the Fanatical 4? I don't care if you're selling buggy whips, real estate, mortgages. What are the Fanatical 4? I'll give you the first one. How much? How many times? How many people? How much you save? How much? How many times? How many people? How much you save? If you give me those 4 things, I could build any business, anywhere, anytime, any planet. How come? Because I can back into what it's going to take for me to do it. Why do you think they harp on you to track your numbers? Okay, well, let me ask you a question. What's the one place that if I can change it, or if you could change your business? Anybody know, how many people have read the book, The One Thing? By the way, your founding fathers wrote the books. It's kind of like being in a religion and not being religious, and reading the books. Get the audio books. You have a plethora of information in this organization. I was a guy who came out of the Army. I went in the Army with a purple Mohawk checker sneakers. The guy literally pulled the car over at 5 o'clock in the morning and went to the CVS and bought a thick razor, came out with a pink thick razor, and shaved the Mohawk off my head. I go, what are you doing? Do you think your kid is like Slurper, dude? Right? Except I grew up in Madison, New Jersey with OP shorts, checkered sneakers. But in Madison, New Jersey, if you were anything less than the, Presbyterian kid, married to mom, dad, the whole thing, right off the bus, I ended up in the dean student's office the second day of school because I was from a divorced family. Not even kidding. Right? I went in the Army, I was a Ranger in the Army, Special Forces, came out a little disciplined. Out of 125 guys, 12 of us graduated. Why? Because my drill sergeant got in my face and told me, son, you will never graduate. You don't have what it takes. So every time I wanted to quit, what do you think happened?
You heard that. You're trying to.
I didn't even hear it. I could see it. And the reason why is because he was like his size, except like this tall. So like in the Army, they tell you to look straight ahead, like he's looking at me right now. When I would look straight ahead, I could read his name tag. The problem is, on a military uniform, your name tag is here. I'm 6 foot. That meant that my drill sergeant was the largest man I ever seen in my life. Because I didn't have to tilt my head to see it. So, what does all this have to do with my real estate business? How much? How many times? How many people? How much am I going to put in my pocket? Where do you start? Number one, start with your coaches, start with your numbers. Go see Jen. Go see Heather. Go see Melanie. I remember Melanie. Surfer kid. Broken arm. Let me ask you a question. If I could give you one thing that was going to change your business today, would it be worth it? Yeah. Who's really, who's the best in here at following up with their sermon plus manifest? Anybody are you enough to bet me?
No.
Anybody?
Come on.
I'll give you $100.
I'm pretty good.
Okay. So here's the bet. I'm going to tell you the bet.
You're very good.
I'm going to tell you the bet, and then you guys can. I'm going to give you the bet, and you guys tell me if you want to play the game. Okay? First of all, write this down. Covie, Covvie. It's an app on your phone. It's free. Why am I going to write down Covie? Because most people have a boatload of people on their phones because they just keep rolling over. They don't even know it. Okay? You can actually download an Excel file out of your phone with everybody you know that's ever been in your phone. And in most cases, if you use Google, it's going to pull in all the emails too. So what am I going to do with that, Sean? So here's the bet. If you're really good, and everybody you know knows you're in the real estate business, and you can't play this game because you told me, I told you earlier, and I said to you, give me your phone, and everybody that I call on your phone that doesn't know you're in the real estate business, you pay me $100. How many calls can I make before I dial through your bank account? By the way, I'm going to say that again. How many calls can I make before I dial through your bank account? So that means if there's more than 10 people, it's $1,000. So when I played this game with my coach, and I said, no, you don't understand. I'm really good at this. I'm anal. He goes, okay, give me your phone. And he started making phone calls. And I was like, oh. So here's the funny thing. Everybody wants to go bigger. I need a team. I need an expert. I need a buyer agent. I need a VA. And I need an SA. And God knows what. No, you don't. You need this thing in your pocket. This thing has more power than my first computer. First and foremost, it's a brand new year. The market is going in the toilet. According to everybody. By the way, I decided to change, just like I decided to open my own company. Guess what I opened my company? I wrote checks for $350 grand. 2007. 2008, banker went, but guess what? I was coachable. I fought. I had 3 coaches tell me, do not open it all. I didn't do it anyway. Next thing you know, I'm short selling 3 of my own houses out of 10. People said, how'd you become a short selling expert, Sean? You short sell free in your own personal message. You know what to say, how to say it, when to say it, and you know what to tell people. So you become the expert. The riches, I said this to the ALC meeting, I'm going to say it to you. In a down market, the secret is, the riches are in the niches. Number 2, write this down. Figure out how many listings you need to sell a house. My number was 10. When I sold my company in 2009, I sold it to a big yellow company. My administrator had to deal with me. And I learned this from the guy in your office. His name is Jeffrey Quinn. I came down from North Jersey to go meet Jeffrey Quinn, me and my wife. I go, it's like 11:45. She goes, if I let you in there, he'll fire me. I said, okay, great, that's awesome. Do you know I left that office that afternoon? I called him, I said, if you ever open my door again, I will fire you before 12 o'clock. I come out, it was. I ultimately liquidated my company to, why? So I had 110 listings. They thought I was a genius. No. I had one kid, one on the way. My income went from $80,000 to 8 overnight. I was doing whatever it took for me to survive. Now what I'm looking at is, I don't want to teach you how to survive in a down market. Me and you are in the Army. What's your name, son?
Michael.
Michael. It's snowing out. You are one of my compadres in the Army. And it is snowing out, and there's a minefield between me and you. So, and I say to Michael, I go, Michael, come on over here. Michael can see my footsteps in the snow. Do you think Michael makes his own footsteps, or is he walking my footsteps? He's walking in your footsteps.
We follow yours.
Right. The problem is, halfway through, I go, dude, I got this. 2008. Dude, I got this. 2014. 2011. Here's the good news. There's just about nothing in this the real estate business that can hurt you. I had a guy call me up one day, I was on the phone. I worked at Hoboken, and he said, where are you? Where's your office? Oh my God, I'm going to come down here and kill you. And I said, okay, great. That's exciting. My coach told me to be excited. I can't wait for you. Charter, come on down. I'm at 301 Madison Street, on Main Street in Hoboken. Guess who was at 301 Main Street? I got a text from my buddy, his name Charlie. Charlie was a linebacker at Penn State. He was 6'8" and about 270. And he sat in the window. And when the guy in Charter came down the block, I went, bullshit. And kept going. So, I got 2 minutes and 44 seconds. I'm going to tell you this. If you go out here, I am not just a mortgage guy who brings cool food. Obviously, you get it. I'm just like you. I'm a little lambdated, maybe. You're asking for my help as a mortgage lender. Do you think I can help your customers and you navigate any kind of market you're on? Say yes. Yes. Can I get an amen or something stupid? If you go in your little packet, there is in here, you can book a discovery call for me. What's a discovery call, Sean? It's me and you having a conversation belly to belly to find out if we can work together. I don't know if I like you, I don't know if you like me, but I'm willing to help you. These guys are here to help you. And she can actually tell you, there's a reason why I stopped doing real estate. Because they're going to tell you if I got animated. So here's the deal. If you need my help, I am excited to help you. Thank you for inviting me. You guys have the greatest senior management in the industry. Use it. Have fun.